mathematics, which is quantitative aptitude. Right, this is something how much you'll get. This is you'll get 25 questions, 25 marks, and logical reasoning also same weightage. So as you can see, highest weightage is for English, verbal 40 questions, and then 50 for quants and logical reasoning. Okay. Duration of the exam would be 90 minutes. It's a community test. Okay, that is what CBT stands for. There are no negative marks. Okay, you should attempt all the questions in the exam.
Test.
This is our preparation that we are trying to give you. Just want to highlight you guys. I've shared times, but as you see, reasoning, right? What all we do in comprehension. Comprehension is something that I share you. Okay, for all because where we done with online classes, so we do many more online. I'm saying we done with online classes. Let me give you an idea what all has happened. So remember, reading comprehension will be best. Fill in the blank. Have done this. Grammar will cover a little more. I will cover. Paragraph completion and inference, we will cover this. This is not yet. Jumbles and data, but this also be covered. Which is also covered. Okay. Time is something that this is basically very. This will continue. Right. Again, same thing for synonym entry. Sentence correction is grammar already done, but we've done more. Idioms and phrases, we take class for idioms and phrases. Logical is good number. We have done seating arrangements in our sheet. This is something that's done. Blood relations we have done. Also done sequences. Then more I will do. Sequencing. Syllogism is something that is done. Are you not able to see? Okay, so let me take myself off screen. Okay. People are saying there are some choose, so no problem. We will make sure that okay. I understand now, guys.
Working time हो गया.
Are you guys able to hear me now? Yes, are you? Great.
तो इस प्रति वगैरह वही फेनुस सुनी तरी अपने ना
So I'm talking about the steps, right? So I have switched off my video now. It will be much better now. Right? You'll be able to hear me clearly. Yes. So I was talking about syllabus and what we've done, right? So Venn diagrams, if you see, something that I already got, right? Rankings is something we can do, right? Puzzles we have done already, coding already. Okay? So basically, if you actually, I think theory sequencing also we have not done, but we will do one class here, right? Rankings, something that we can do more, and little more of puzzles and all that. We can do a mix of these classes also. In I know some of the things are pending, like parajumbles not yet done, right? So we will touch upon today, but I'll do more parajumble next time. Analogy is not yet done. I will cover this today also, right? What this is all we will cover this as well. Okay, this is what the government has given your syllabus for the exam, right?
Really the concept is
averages. I hope averages is done. Was it done by Rohit sir in the class? TF LCM we have done, right? Number we have done. We will do more, right? Yes, I hope it's done. Okay. Profit loss, was it done in the class? Profit loss? There is something I time did, work and time I did, right? Okay. Oh, partnership done, guys. Partnership. It's done, say partnership done. If not done, say sir partnership not done. Profit loss is done in great. Partnership not done, right? Not done. Okay.
Not done.
And anything else? Interest for interest done or not done?
Not done.
Interest also not done. Okay. So no. So we will do that. Okay. Somebody saying interest is, somebody saying not done. Done in class. Was it done by Rohit sir or somebody?
Done in class.
Interest? No. Okay, but thing no problem. We'll do some more questions. Okay. All right. So I just the purpose of this is to just tell you saying that hey guys, we have done a lot of classes, right? As you can see, right? We have done a lot of classes, lot of syllabus we have actually covered. Okay. We will do interesting guys. Whatever is not we cover. Don't worry about cover. But I'm saying you can see with the ticks, right? You can get an idea as to a lot of things are done, right. Some more we will continue, but my point is that we have done it, right? Do you know, have you learned it, right? And some of the topics, for example, if you are not sure also, they are there on our YouTube as well. Do you go to the channel? Do you study it? Right? Are you attempting the questions we do in the class? Do you videos again? Do you practice some questions on the board? Right? So you get $3,500 of per year, right, student? So therefore, let's not miss this. Let's continue to put our best efforts, achieve our goal, and really, secure scholarship from the government. But just want to highlight in front of all of you the syllabus if some of you have not done, and just highlight what are the topics that we have done, right? What are the topics we will do. Okay. Do you think, guys, this is helpful? Is it good to, this is, like our 10th class, so I thought in between I should stop and, tell you also where we are on our journey, right? What we have done, what we have not done, what is yet to be done. Okay.
यार पैसा के बात कहीं ना नहीं करेला नहीं हमरा कहते पर बढ़िया से
परसेंटेज के जते प्रॉफिट लॉस के क्लास ले गेल
All right, so let me just come back to
औकात से फाजिल का बोल रहा है ये पता है तो बोलना सुधाकर के पापा की पीटी चले इससे
आंसर क्वेश्चन को तभी बेसिक जवाब होता है वैसे सिलेबस
ये तो बप जीटी रहे कि
जे करो ओकरा को चले गेले से हम ना सब बुझ रहले
किचन कैट
okay, so I hope all of you can see my screen. Can you see the verbal reasoning?
Bird, flock, puppy, dog, goose, mare, horse.
Do you want me to make it big or
बच्चा
something?
के नाम ले
मूरी बदल ना मुंह
साला में हाँ आप दे रहा वर्बल रीजनिंग है यानी कि हम पास हो गए इसमें मैं बिलीव हो
kitchen cat.
All right. There are questions on verbal reasoning also, like how maths questions also are there. Similarly in English also,
सब सही है
they are saying
आंसर कथी है?
this word has a relationship.
Kitten मतलब
Okay,
कोई
they have a
black
particular
body.
relationship.
हाँ
They are connected. Can you tell us which option exhibits the same relationship? Meaning
C.
same relationship
C
is there with the other
के जो होते से देखल जाता है
option as well.
कथी
Can
कहल
you
कि which
attempt?
option means the same relationship?
सेम रिलेशनशिप
two
मतलब कौन
questions.
बच्चा वाला रिलेशन है
So this tests your
Bird के
vocabulary as well as
flock,
reasoning
dog
skills.
डॉग के डकलिंग
Okay,
हुई है
I'll
गुजने
give you
हुई है
1 minute.
मेयर के
You
हॉर्स
can attempt it and then we'll
पपी के
discuss.
डॉग है
मेरा डॉग हॉर्स में तथी हो गलो मतलब घर वाले वाला रिलेशन हो
बच्चा
हाँ,
वाला
सही
चाहिए
बात कही हाँ।
बच्चा वाला चाहिए
भाले पोथी मतलब
डॉग कुछ कथी हो छियो अथी अथी भले
गुजो माने बता के हो ये गुज माने हाथ अथी हो जाए कि हंस वाह लवफुल में कुछ मैसेज कर दो
आप वो मैसेज में करते हैं
कारपेंटर के हैमर हैमर पेंटर के पेंट फिलोसोफर के बुक्स
पेंटर पेंट
ड्रामा की कॉमेडी
अरे भाई हाथ हटाई भी पेंटर सिंपल
कारपेंटर के इंस्ट्रूमेंट के बात ये कह रहा है तो हैमर हैमर अथी भेले हथौड़ा भेले ना
कथी कहल रे कि हम कारपेंटर कारपेंटर मतलब लोहा लकड़ी वाला काम करे तो सिंगर मिली मतलब हथौड़ी बेच काम करे ठीक है पेंटर पेंट करते
ना ना पेंटर तो पेंट काम हो गेले पेंट काम हो गेले
और वो ठोकते का जो काम नहीं होते
वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट
भेले पेंट काम भेले आ ये देखियो डॉक्टर है एप्रोन लगा के काम करी तो एप्रोन होते सेफ मतलब वो एप्रोन लगा के काम करी तो एप्रोन होते
सेफ एप्रोन ना
हाँ
सही है
नंबर नहीं
तू बहुत आगा दे
सिंपल
मैकेनिक रिपेयर लॉयर लेजिस्लेट पेंटर मुरल म्यूजिशियन अरबी जॉर्ज करियो तुम्हारे लॉयर लेजिस्लेट
कास्ट एक्टर ड्रामा कॉमेडी
Yes guys, please attempt few. So you can do up till 1 to 5 and then we can discuss together, okay?
ड्रामा
म्यूजिशियन
ड्रामा के कॉमेडी
सी पेंटर
डिक्टेटर
लव पर 3C
ऑपरेट
सारे एकरा को जाई हो एकरा तो रूम में डोज ना दे छी रे
मुँह नहीं लगा बस यहाँ सब
बढ़िया बात है लगाबो तो नहीं चाहिए कहना तू तो साथी तोर बेस्ट फ्रेंड
प्रिपेयर हमारे साथी कथी लिख के भेजिए तो पागल नहीं हो जाए हम कल केला कि तोर दोस्त के अथी भैया के अथी हो गेलो मतलब हैंग
कथी हैंग
मतलब दिल्ली में रहले ना तो डरा गेले कि
कथी डरा गेले मतलब
कोरोना से डरा गेले आ घरे 50,000 रुपया के धतूरा लगवा के घरे चल आले
धतूरा मतलब
50,000 में भाड़ा कह के
Are we done guys? Should we start discussing? I know a lot of you are answering and giving different answers. So let me share with you actually what is the methodology, right? How to actually attack these questions. Okay? Are asked in multiple exams, guys. See, verbal analogies means if let's say they are saying A is to B. So they are saying there is a relationship between A and B and choose the options where the same relationship is being exhibited. Okay, this is how you draw the options, right? Now first thing is we should focus always on what could be the relationship between A and B. Right? So for example, I'll give you some example. For example, what all type of relationships are there normally. Normally, it requires two skills. One, it requires vocabulary, because you should be able to know. If you don't know what is the meaning of the word, you cannot find the relation. So first is vocabulary, and then clearly defining the relationship. Okay. If you clearly define the relationship, for example, for starters, I would say make sentence where you are using A and B. If in a sentence you can use A and B, that would start to say, okay, I have determined what is the relationship between A and B. So what could be actually the relationship, right? So for example, I've seen it could be a synonym relationship, meaning it could be that both are synonyms. What are synonyms? Same meaning, meaning both have same meaning. Okay. It could be an antonym. Okay, antonym meaning opposite feeling.
5K
This could be opposite meaning, right? What else could it be? Let's say something is a part of something, right? Or they have a relationship, right? They are from the same family, correct? Or there could be a relationship of degree, low, low degree, high degree, right, etc. For example, let's say I ask you, guys, there is a word, let's say hope, and I say, guys, there is another word called, let's say, pessimism, correct? So I want to ask you, guys, what is the relationship between hope and pessimism? Would you like to answer in the chat? What is the relationship between hope and pessimism? Are they same? Are they? What is really the relationship? So do you know pessimism, right? So you say optimistic, somebody is optimistic, somebody is a pessimist. So pessimism is somebody who doesn't have any hope. Okay. So actually, and hope. So basically this is nothing but lack of hope, isn't it? Right? So simple things like that, right? Or I could say words like happy, anger, right? And then I could write next to it could be, let's say, emotion. So basically what is that? Like, let's say that is a type of a emotion, right? Anger, type of emotion. So things like that. Okay. Now for example, if I say there is a mountain and a hill, so what is the relationship? Mountain is a big hill, correct? So things like that. Now these are just to give you an idea as to how do you actually build relationships. Okay. Now in our actual question it says kitten, cat. So kitten, cat, what relationship? They are in the same family, right? Kitten is cat's baby, correct? Or cat is the parent of kitten, correct? So therefore now bird and flock, a group of birds is called flock, but it's not like that flock is the parent of bird, right? So you are saying not correct, right? Duck, goose, again not correct, right? Mare, horse, again. Now if you don't know, you know, things like these, right? What is a female horse? What is a male horse, right? What is a duck? What is a goose, right? They are not parent. Again, wherever there is no parent relationship, you will be like wrong. Puppy and dog, this is a parent relationship, isn't it? Right? So therefore, see, and I think most of you gave this correct. But always, guys, define the relationship, right? And always be clear as to what is the relationship. You can't just say they are related. That means that means maybe there is one more, two more related, but be very clear. It's a parent-child relationship, right? Okay, carpenter, hammer. So what is the relationship between carpenter and a hammer? Right, so what are the answers you guys have given me? Let me check. Opposite? No. Okay. Two. Okay, some people are saying D. Some people are saying A.
पंच
Lot of people are saying A. Okay, 2A,
But मियाँ कर लो बात सही
A and D, right? That's what I'm getting. Some people are
अच्छा,
saying C as well. Okay, so see guys, now what happens is you have to understand
नहीं तब नहीं
carpenter
भेलै
and hammer. What is
नहीं होलै
really
तब
the
B होतै
relationship?
100%, like सेम
Right?
मीनिंग हो गेलै एकर काम चाहे
Carpenter uses hammer.
जदू
Could be
एगो
one thing,
पंचायत के
right?
तरह है ने
Carpenter uses a tool called hammer. Correct? Could be another thing. So this is how you define
व्यवस्था
relationship. Let's look at the options now.
कानून
Painter
बनाना
uses
लॉयर के काम में
paint.
ये होती है
That's correct. Plumber uses wrench. That's correct. Philosopher uses books. Not really. A chef
one
uses
answer
apron.
will
Meaning,
happen
if you define the relationship like very vague, not specific relationship, but something very very vague, what will happen? The problem is that lot of options will say yes, this is also correct. This is also seems correct. This is also seems correct. So therefore, when you describe the relationship between these two words, it has to be a very specific relationship. Okay, you should say hammer is a tool used by carpenter. Is paint a tool used by painter? No, paint is not a tool. Is book a tool? Are books tools used by philosopher? No. Is apron a tool used by chef? No. I mean, chef use apron so that they don't get dirty, but it's not really a tool, right? So, wrench is a tool used by plumber. Absolutely. Did you understand how I told you, right? If you say it's just this one uses this, so it's a very broad relationship, then you will not be able to reject the options, but you have to define the relationship so that it's very specific so as to reject the other options. Okay, scene, play, what do you think is the relationship?
ड्रामा कॉमेडी
Scene and play. So a play consists of many scenes, isn't it? A play may have many scenes, right? So this is the relationship. Does an essay consist of many paragraphs? Yes. Does an actor consist of many cast? No. See, it could be the other way around, right? A cast may have many actors, but an actor, this is instead of this is actually becoming like this. A cast may contain actors. So therefore, see, it should not be reverse also relationship. Are you getting? That means if I tell you that 2 is becoming 8, now I ask you, let's say options like one option is this, one option is this. Which one is correct, guys? This is option 1, this is option 2. From 2 it's becoming 8, and I'm saying 27 is to 3 or 4 is to 64. Which option is correct? 2, how can 2 become 8? Maybe 2's cube is nothing but 8, correct? 2 cube is 8, therefore 27 cube is not 3, 3's cube is 27. So this is reverse, are you getting? 4's cube is 64, yes, therefore this is correct. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? Same thing happened here. Scene, play, so just be very careful. Dictator, so can I say an oppressed consists of dictators? Wrong. Dictator oppresses people, right? Dictator is somebody who is the one who oppresses, who is not oppressed, correct? But this is not the same relationship. Drama, does a comedy consist of many drama? Doesn't make sense. So, correct option is A.
पैराग्राफ
Understood?
ऐसे में बहुते पैराग्राफ कोई
लेकिन ड्रामा कॉमेडी तो वस्तु उस है ना लेकिन एक पर चाहिए कि सीन
ऐसे में बहुते पैराग्राफ कोई जना प्ले में बहुते सीन होय
mechanic and repair. Okay, so now what is the relationship between mechanic and repair? What he does repairing. So mechanic's work is to do repair, right? Musicians work is orchestra. No, musicians orchestrate would have been still okay, right? Are you getting? So mechanic does repairing work, right? Does a painter does mural? Not really, right? It's a big painting, right? That's mural, so it doesn't make sense. So the job of a painter is not mural, right? Do lawyer legislate? Not really, right? Lawyer's role is not to not to legislate, isn't it? Now, if you don't know the meaning of legislate, or if you don't know the meaning of orchestra, guys, if you don't know the meaning of arbitrator, I think that would be a problem. Okay.
Arbitrator, judge.
So yes, guys.
पंच न्याय देश
Are you guys getting it?
जज माने न्याय होता है
तो सारे इनके ज़्यादा दिमाग लगा देते
So similarly here we say arbitrator, judge, meaning the role of arbitrator is to judge. That is correct.
जस्टिस
So you go to a arbitrator before, let's say, a case hearing, and he can judge the situation, right? And you can ask for a judgment, right? So arbitrator's role is to judge, but lawyer's role is not to legislate, or musician's role is not to orchestra. Okay. So therefore option is D. Now botany, plants. What is the relationship? Botany, plants. Botany, and a lot of you are science students, so botany is the study of plants, correct? Isn't it? Botany is the study of plants. Similarly, is medicine the study of energy? No. Is event the study of action? No. Is teacher a class? No. Astronomy is the study of stars? Yes. Tell me in the chat, guys, how many did you get right of the 5 questions? Questions you got correct out of these 5. Somebody saying 4, somebody saying 3. Okay, somebody is saying, sir, 3 questions, please again explain, right? So I am saying scene and play. See, a play is what, guys? Like, let's say a drama, a play, right? Play is a scene, let's say you want to enact a play in which there are many actors, right? They are doing some acting, right? That is a play, correct? Now, what a play has? A play may have many scenes, right? Like how a movie has many scenes, similarly a play may have many scenes. So I'm saying, a play has many scenes. A play consists of many scenes. Similarly, can I say an essay consists of many paragraphs? Essay, it could be a big essay, let's say 200-word essay, right? It may have many paragraphs, correct? So that's what the relationship here was, right? So guys, it is to do with, as you can see now, it is to do with one with vocabulary. Second is defining the specific relationship, right? If you don't define the specific relationship between words, I think you can find it challenging. Okay.
हम ये सोच के आवे वाला था लेकिन मतलब आई कम से कम अइतियों के
क्लास रोले हम ओले कबे
फिर हमरा फिल्म देखते देखते ना लेट हो गेले कि त हम पहले चल गेले फिर पुराना फिल्म चले दिल नहीं दिल ही दिल हुए एने टाइप.
Understood now, everybody? Are you comfortable with this now? This is a new type of question. I don't think we have done this earlier, right? This was called analogies. If you actually look at your syllabus that I shared with you, it said in under verbal reasoning there was something called as analogies. Okay, these are called analogies. Okay, so now you can practice little more, okay, from Google, and you know we also share some of our with you, but practice more so that you get comfortable and a very good understanding of the whole thing. Okay, should I move ahead?
Expect.
Okay, so let's move ahead, guys. Let's do a slightly different type of questions now. Let's some of the grammar type of questions. Okay, we'll keep practicing grammar, right? I mean, you have to read continuously, but some easy questions I thought I will put for you. This is the questions that I saw in the government, the mock test, the study in India site has given.
What is this, man? रेशमा क्यों लिखा है भाई? राधिका भी है, इवन रितु भी. रेशमा was one.
Yes, guys. So first 5 questions. So what you have to do is they are saying read each sentence to find that there is a grammatical error in it, and then the number of the part is given. So they are saying this is a full sentence. Okay. They are saying this is part 1. This is part 2. This is part 3. This is part 4. They are saying, read and tell me whether there is any grammatical or idiomatic error in it. If there is a grammar error in whichever, you have to tell which one. Correct? Choose the option which says, yes, this part has the error. So attempt the first 4 questions, or you can do the first 5 as well. Let me scroll this. Okay, attempt the 5 questions.
यार लेकिन वो ये तो बात समझ में नहीं आवे मुझसे कॉलेजो तो मैडम ई सब पिता जाते रहे
पार्ट 3 या पार्ट 4 लग रहा है 1 2 के तो चांस नहीं चाहिए आई में मतलब
गलती है
पढ़ी चीज सेंटेंस कत कोनो के गलती बुझाई छु ऊपर के पर न टॉपिक जे कहल को तो 2 के भी या 1 के कर्म
कथी दल काजूपुर में कथी दल गए
अभी अब के नाम करी तो
आई थिंक 2 होते
लोग चले 4 नंबर तो अभी तक वही क्वेश्चन
everyone. One mother children Radha Radhika was very
खाली मारे के कंप्यूटर टक टक ये पिक शुरू हो सकते हैं
because she had to go to boarding school so
very actually because she had to go the water
some होते बात है
पार्ट 3 अपना अपना टारगेट बना के रखना Radhika was very upset because she had to go to she had to go to a boarding school. She cried into part 2.
नहीं दिल कर लापुर
अभी तो
रास्ता पे होती नेचर प्रोफेसर शास्त्री
Should we start our discussion, guys? I think I've given you enough time for these 5 questions. Okay.
ऐसे पहले करके 4 क्वेश्चन
So the first question, what we have to do is we have to read the sentence and these 4 different parts. We have to check if there's an error in any part. Okay. Reshma was a daily wage worker who gone to work. Who had gone. Either it should be right. Who had gone to work despite having high fever. So who gone to work is the problem. So C is the part 3 which has error. Okay, so if you actually see what is used here is tense. Okay, tenses. Okay, it is, you should have tense. Tense denotes what? The timing of the verb, correct? So there are different kinds of tenses. I hope all of you are aware, right?
Who has gone to the
Present, past, future, correct? Under that also you have simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So 4 into 3, how many actually? 3 major, but overall 12, right? 12 categories of tenses, correct? Sun rises in the east. This is simple present tense, right? I am having my breakfast. He is sleeping. She is studying. All of this is ing is your continuous verb, correct? So things like that. All right. Now, second question. Radhika was very upset because she had to goes. She had to goes.
She had to go.
Wrong, right? With had you can't say
It was V1.
goes. Are you getting? So now again this is, see, go and goes, correct? What is this? Or for example, if I say eat, eats, right? Jump, jumps. What are all these things? These are the plural and singular form of verbs, correct? Meaning this is the go is the plural form. Remember, don't make the mistake. Goes is the singular one, correct? But here, because you're saying had, Radhika was very upset because she had to go to a boarding school. It should be go, not goes, right? So this is wrong. So which part of this is? It is part 2. Correct? So these simple things we should remember. Okay? Also, there are simple errors like subject verb agreement. Correct? So for example, if I say Rajiv eat or eats, what do you think is correct? Rajiv eats. Okay, because this is singular. So singular, so subject verb agreement, meaning your subject is singular. So this, your verb should also be singular. Okay, so eats would be the correct answer. Okay. Although Shanku was born in a rich merchant's families, in a rich merchant's family, right? Not families. He was very humble and was a philanthropist by nature. Do you know what is a philanthropist, guys?
No, sir.
Remember, we had done our vocabulary class. Phil is sophos, right? So Phil is love. Okay, Phil is love, right? Philanthropist is mankind, right? Throp is mankind. So for example, let's say if I talk about India, I don't know about let's say Nepal, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan so much, but let's say if I talk about India, let's say right now there is current pandemic, so we can say some of our guys, some of our businessmen who are philanthropists. So for example, from India, if you actually see Ratan Tata, right, Azim Premji, right, and you know, Narayan Murthy, Sudha Murthy. So basically some of the big businessmen who had donated a lot of money, right? Tata gave 1500 crores and things like that. So basically these are philanthropists. These are people who do charities, right? Overall, you know, at a world level, you would know Bill Gates and all that, right? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, that is a charitable organization. So these guys are philanthropists, okay? So here, families was incorrect. Fourth, Professor Shastri were a loved man. This is one person, right? Was and were. Was is singular for one person, right? Were is plural. But here this is single person, right? Professor Shastri. He was a loved man and had students visiting him every day. So where is the error, guys? Part 1. Got it? Option A. Correct? Okay. Should we do fifth one? Ritu was a model and so she would would starve herself. Ritu was a model, okay, and so she would starve herself to maintain his body weight. His, I mean, you're Ritu, right? And you're saying she, meaning this is a girl, herself, she, and why would you have here? His is for man, right? Right? So the gender, you should, his is not used for women, correct? So this is wrong. Which part is this? Is the fourth part. So where is part? Fourth has the error. Are you guys following me? Right? So this is how we have. Any questions you want me to repeat thing again or tell me? No, right? Okay, great. I think people are following me. Okay, people are saying yes, they answered. Okay. Now let's do guys sixth and yeah, 6th to 10th.
Like was born silver spoon, silver spoon in his mouth was
Yes, guys, should we discuss?
टाइम तो हो गया सर
So we have some people on our YouTube live as well. I am sorry for folks who come on YouTube live because I am not able to respond to your chat a lot of times, but I see your answers because I am busy. I respond to the Zoom chat here. Sorry about that, but I see your responses. Okay. Thank you for joining there on YouTube live as well. All right, folks. So should we move ahead? Should I explain?
No.
Okay, great. So this says Rajiv was upset because he dash forgotten his best friend's birthday. Rajiv was upset because he had forgotten, correct? Because this is again past tense, right? So not have forgotten, had forgotten, right? Past tense. Shall forgotten, might forgotten, right? Right, so it should be D option. Okay, now, so this is again guys past forms, present forms, right? So we will cover little more. I will give you more theory. I'll make a table and I'll share with you, right? We will do tenses one day, okay, more in detail. Okay, from practice to theory we are going right now. I'll do directly some theory as well one day, okay, in our next class maybe. Okay, Raj was dash introvert and would prefer to sit in the library rather than go out with friends. Raj was dash introvert, the introvert, a introvert, like introvert, an introvert. Do you guys know what is the difference between a, an, and the? So again, the is your definite article. When you know the person who you are talking about. So for example, the boy going on the road is my friend. So I know the boy, I know who the boy is, right? So the meaning specific. Or for example, you say the Pacific, right? The Himalayas, right? So things like that are, you know, established, like, okay, you know who that, what that thing is. Or when it is definite who you're talking about, correct? When you say a or an, this is the indefinite article, okay, the indefinite. When you don't know who you're talking about, in general you're talking about. A boy is going on the road, right? Can you say an boy? No, right? Why? Because this is a simple rule, right? They say anything which starts with a A-E-I-O-U, something which starts with a vowel sound, you have to put an, okay? So in, right? Introvert, in. So it's a vowel sound, right? Introvert, right? So vowel sound, so before that it should be an, okay? Not a. Some, if I say he's flying a kite or an kite, simple, right? So kite, K is not a vowel sound, right? Kite, is that a vowel sound? No. So what are vowels? I hope everybody knows, right? A-E-I-O-U, right? So these are basic English rules that we should know, that anything that has a vowel sound in the start, an should come, okay? Not a. Alright? Okay, let me keep moving ahead. Okay. So here we are saying Mike was born dash a silver spoon. Now this is actually your idiom. Okay. Somebody is born with a silver spoon. Okay, that's a idiom. So Mike was born with a silver spoon, along a silver spoon, on a silver spoon. What options are these? Wishing a silver spoon is no. It should be with. Okay, such funny options. Okay. See, if somebody who's an English speaker, native English speaker, he or she must be laughing, right? These are so bad. Now these are idioms, guys. Okay, that's how idioms are. You should know it. Okay, if you know it or you don't. Okay. So in future classes, also cover 20 common idioms and things like that. Okay. But otherwise, also you can Google common idioms and you will get, and you should just learn it. Okay. There is no rule, right? There is no rule as such with idioms. Idioms are, you know, the way it is. There was some historical context for a lot of things. I don't want to get into all of that detail now. That's for another class, but yeah, just learn some idioms. Okay. Lakshmi lost an important file, and rather than confessing her dash, she blamed Sandra for losing. So Lakshmi lost a file, and rather than confessing her dash, she blamed Sandra. So Lakshmi lost, but she is blaming Sandra. Okay. So rather than confessing her what? Image? No. Default? No. Confessing her attitude? No, it is mistake. Okay, confessing mistake meaning say, okay, I'm sorry, I lost it, but instead of doing that, she was blaming somebody else. So you confess mistake. Okay. So it should be C.
Cancer explain question is.
Alright, let's do the last one. Jacob was a rich old man who lived dash alone. Jacob was a rich old man who lived dash alone in a huge house behind because his children did not care. So, who lived two alone, little alone,
sir, I need some water.
only alone, all alone, right? Obviously, it is all alone. See, guys, these things are very obvious to somebody who reads English, right? So I'm sure I hope all this is easy for you guys, right? If it's difficult, then we have to do a lot of reading, right? That means we are either reading things in our local language, could be Hindi, it could be Nepali, it could be Urdu, right? So little bit more if we use that. Okay. So somebody is saying, sir, explain question number 8. Okay. See guys, what I'm saying is that question 8 is a idiom, right? When you say somebody who's born with a silver spoon, it is an idiom. Okay. So see, lots of idioms are guys there. For example, let's say if I say idioms like, let's say if I say somebody, if I call somebody queen bee, this is an idiom. Queen bee meaning somebody who is very important in a social circle. So I can call person queen bee. Okay, this is an idiom, right? Similarly, when you say born with a silver spoon, meaning somebody who is born in a very affluent, wealthy family, in a very rich family. Okay, that is what the meaning of this idiom. So things like that. Okay, this is this thing. Okay, there are a lot of stories. Okay, behind idioms. I will take you through. Later on. Not today. Today we can't cover all of that. Okay, but I'll definitely take you through very interesting stories of idioms and what are common idioms. What was the actual context when they started originated. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So should we move ahead, guys? Okay. So I have given you one last question. The reason is because I wanted to introduce you to this concept of parajumbles. Okay. What parajumbles actually is that? Sometimes what in the exams what happens is, and I'll take one more class, okay, on parajumble we will do more in detail, but I just wanted to introduce you. Sometimes what they do is they will take a paragraph and the sentences they will take from that paragraph and they will jumble everything up, okay, meaning they will replace it here and there, they'll do. Now what you have to do is, this is not in the correct order, okay, you have to see what is the coherent order, okay, what is the correct order so that these sentences are coherent and they make sense. Okay, what is that logical sequencing? Okay, is it BEDAC? Is it first C will come? Is it first D will come and A will come and things like that? Okay, so just read through these sentences and tell me what is the correct sequence. I have kept a very easy question just so that you understand what the topic is.
मेरा ये मादर चौथ की तिरकिदल मेरा
गाड़ी लैंग्वेज में बांग्लादेश लैंग्वेज में
अपन सबके भाषा समझे जति साले मादर चौथ जे कहे हरामी दोगला कुत्ता कमीना जे कहे मैचिक खाते कहते सबसे बढ़िया।
लेकिन ये अच्छा बात ना है स्वर के गाड़ी देना।
सुन के बुद्धि नहीं हुई, अपनों सुन के तो कुछ बुद्धि रखे थे।
मतलब
पाराचंबल्स मीन्स रियलेंस। हाँ
वो पूछ रहा है लेकिन क्वेश्चन मार्क के साइन देके दूसरी ले देख ले।
ओ
अरे ये सब कथी बोलते हैं हमरा बढ़िया से था या कितना बोल पाते।
अब कितने अपराध है,
औकात के बात नहीं बोलना चाहिए किसी को, दुख लगे
पढ़े के
जय चीज
दू यार
नहीं करी हम तो यार कभी करे भागे साथ तब थोड़ा मैथ सब खा उठे वो कौन सा दूध बोला मैं भी समझता हूँ
साला इतना खोल के गल के कि मैं भी समझाऊँ, मैं पास कर चुका है ये, मैं भी ऐसा करता था। कमरा के कोई कोई बात नहीं, मैं भी ऐसा था।
बोलने सडनली मजाक के हम समझेली ते लागी दूर के तो हंस देले यार कौन ठीक सर कौन से बोले हम करे नहीं जानित रही
वही से हमसे बोल रहे हल्की नहीं यार
तोरा दे हम कहले वा
तू
तू कौन से बोल रहे से थोड़ी नाम तोर मन के पढ़ ले
लेकिन हम पूरा आई सेंस में बोल रहे कि तो अपना
डेली पेस्ट
कहता कि मेन हमारा वही टाइम बहुत कुछ सोचा गई बोले साला एकर भाषा ना है हिंदी तो एकरा हिंदी में कला समझब या बात रह गई इंग्लिश में तो खुद समझिए
वो हिंदी नहीं बुझती इंडिया के
मतलब तो सिंपली समझती ना सर 1 लीटर रहते
तो हम कहना समझ रही इसको
तो साला पूरा हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करके समझ
हिंदी में नहीं ट्रांसलेट करी
तो वही के लागी हमरा हंसा गेल
हम एक शेर तो नहीं कहली 1 लीटर कौन रही
तो मिल्क के मेन दूध के देली ना तो हमरा आरो हंसा गेल हम कहली भाई जी मिल्क के दूध के एकला समझा रहे मिल्क के कहती की हो जाते
हम देख
Yes, guys, should we start discussing? I hope everybody has gone through it by now.
हद कर दे के यार
Sanjay Mandal is saying 3, option 3 on YouTube.
बुझाई तो है कि वो तरीका से जिम
Tech crowd, who is this tech crowd? He's saying tell us a ghost story.
लेकिन करे के पति से हमरा अभी तक समझ में नहीं आया
Okay, let's discuss the question, guys. So, see, let's try to understand, okay, what it's saying. These are all sentences, probably part of a paragraph, and we have to make the correct sequence so that it is coherent, right? The meaning is sort of, in a sequence, right? Now, if you really look at it, it says by exercise, it doesn't mean a simple and slow walk. See, if you have to, let's say it's like a movie given to you, and there are different parts of the movie, okay? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 different parts. Now what they have done is, one part they have named something else, okay, and this is not together as a movie, different parts, okay. Actual sequence you don't know, but they have mixed it up and they are asking you to arrange. So what will you do? You will use common sense, right? You will say, okay, first is there should be a linking between every 2 words, every 2 sentences, correct? That is one. So this is called mandatory pairs, okay. That means something, the hint for you would be, what is mandatory pair? See, remember when we were little kids, we used to play with jigsaw puzzle. For example, let's say you have to build a castle or a car, correct? So what will happen in that one, right? So ultimately, they will give you some options, right? Saying that, okay, right, whatever, let's say there's a, truck or whatever, right? And then there are some, and you have to build, let's say, right, that castle. So what will happen ultimately? You will use common sense, right? You will say, okay, this is one part of the tire, right? This is the other part of the tire, right? Therefore, this should go here, right? These are common sense hint. Then you also know that a car, what should be the front of the car? Let's say the bonnet, right? This is the boot of the car and things like that. So basically, finding mandatory pairs, always thinking of what could be the starting and what could be the ending sentence, because this is always helpful, right? Starting sentence would be more something like general sentence, and ending should sort of take that to closure, right? The final, your sentence, right? You can't really start automatically a new thing, right? All together. What are the other hints? Things like he, she, it, they, right? The or they, right? You cannot use things like this because pronouns are referring to something, right? So unless there is somebody mentioned, how can you say pronouns, right? So these are some common hints that help you crack it, okay? Now if you really look at the sentence, let's see what can be the starting sentence. By exercise, it doesn't mean a simple and slow walk. By exercise, it doesn't mean. What is it doesn't mean? Right? Doesn't look like the starting sentence. You can go for running, do cycling, walking faster, etc. But doesn't sort of start properly, right? Exercise plays a vital role in keeping your body healthy. Yeah, this looks like a good option to start with. Okay, anyways, but let me read the others also. It should be in such a way. It should be in such a way. This pronoun is here, but what is the start? It should be in such a way that your body should start sweating. Regular exercise will also, meaning this is not the initial sentence, right? So therefore, the only option that can start is C. if you actually see, there is only one option which is with starting with C. But if let's say there was a fifth option which could have said, let's say for example, CE DAP, then you could have spent some time to figure out the full sequence, saying that okay, after C what comes. So he says exercise plays a vital role in keeping your body healthy. Then it says E, regular exercise will also keep your body in good health, right? So exercise plays a vital role in keeping your body healthy, and regular exercise will also keep your body in good. Okay. So CE, then we say A. By exercise, it doesn't mean a simple and slow walk. Okay, so what does it mean? Right, so then he explains, right? You can go for running. So he says CE, A, and then D. It should be in such a way that your body, so you know that this and this also are mandatory pair, meaning if this is 1, this will be 2, right? So this is another hint. For example, you know that in answer it would always be A and D together. So AD becomes your mandatory pair, right? What I was talking about here. So AD are mandatory pair. Here they are in reverse order, meaning this definitely is not the correct answer, right? So things like these are hints for you to get a better understanding and actually solve these questions. Okay, so guys, we will do more parajumble questions. Okay, but again, like I said, today we did a couple of things, folks, right? We covered a lot of good things like in English, right? Topics like verbal analogies. We also covered some grammar questions where we did idioms, where we did simple parts of speech, tenses, etc. And finally, part of verbal reasoning, we did parajumbles. Okay, and we will do more of parajumbles. So thank you again.